Assalamu alaikum, hello and welcome. Today we are going to talk about this book, Pruning the Youngster, by a young author by the name of Abdinoor Derow. Now, the author is a 21-year-old and he comes from Wajir County, a place known as Butte. Pruning the Youngster is about how to train children to be responsible Muslim adults so that we can have a better society. I find this book a masterpiece because the author has overcome two main challenges that bog down a lot of new and upcoming authors. Number one is limited resources. He has overcome limited resources. If you can imagine a place like Butte, the internet is not very stable. There are no libraries, and if there are very few books. And the second obstacle he has overcome is the tender age of 21. I remember when I was 21, I was thinking of being an engineer. I was thinking of being a lawyer. I was thinking a lot of things, being a billionaire. You see, I was not focused. At that age, it is very hard to find focused young people. Never mind, you will hear voices of children and voices of teachers. This is a learning center. I'm recording this video at a learning center, so don't mind, never mind about the sound, the background sound. Now, the book has 128 pages and is divided into 5 sections or chapters. The first chapter deals with the roles parents play in raising their children in Islam. And in the Quran, Allah says in chapter 17, verse 23, "And your Lord has decreed that you not worship any except Him, and to parents good treatment, whether one or both of them reach old age, while you say not to them off, nor yell at them. Rather, address them respectfully." The author talks about the importance of parents as the foundation in building a stable society. Parents are the first building blocks of the society, and the family is made up of children and parents. The question is, how do you build a family? Just like Imam Ibn Qayyim al-Jawziyah, it is in the book, offered his daughter the book he wrote when she was getting married to her husband, which explained the core responsibility of parents to raise morally upright children. So does the author, Abdinoor Derow, offer parents this book to understand their parental responsibility in upbringing of their children in this modern day and age. Pruning the Youngster is about children's rights over their parents as much as parents' rights over their children. When children are innocent and young, it is the duty of both parents to raise the children in line with the teachings of the Quran and the Sunnah. The aim is to raise children who are responsible and useful in this world and get reward of Jannah in the hereafter. When the parents become old and incapable of taking care of themselves, it is the responsibility of the children to care for their parents just as they were cared for when they were very young and vulnerable. Now, we go into chapter 2. Part 2 of this book talks about training children. The author talks about the responsibility of parents in this process by providing teachings that create awareness and knowledge to shape the character of the individual in a positive aspect. The author provides examples for readers to understand the importance of giving children timely guidance and mentorship when they are still young, just like straightening a young growing tree, which will otherwise be difficult to shape when the tree matures with time. Let's continue. Part 3 of the book is about welcoming the newborn baby. I feel this should have been chapter 2 instead of 3. Training can only start after the child is born, but I guess the author has his reasons for this arrangement. The author talks about in this chapter the importance of sharing a positive mindset with families with newborn babies. Sharing good tidings is important in the society. It is also important for Muslims to congratulate families where newborn children arrive, whether a boy or a girl. Part 4 talks about giving love and care to the child. One of the reasons why there are many broken and dysfunctional families is because of negligence and the lack of love from the father or the mother or both. Unconditional love for humans give rise to mental stability and sanity. But where there is abuse and negligence, there is stress, anxiety, and in some cases, mental health issues arise. Allah says in the Quran, chapter 55, verse 60, is the reward for good, anything but good. So here we are talking about the author talks about if you input good, the output will be good. The author has done research in psychology and Islam where he talks about discipline and conditional love, the dangers of excessive love in children's upbringings, respect for children and parents alike. Now we go to part 5. Part 5 is about youngsters' perversions. Now huge respect is given to mothers, and there is a reason behind this. Mothers carry the child in her womb for 9 months and nurture the boy or the girl after birth until they grow up into adults. The author, however, talks about, despite the efforts and the energy parents have put in raising their children in this right and religious manner, many forces sometimes destroy their efforts because of external influences, for example, social media, mainstream media, negative social circles, that's friends, and bad company. The last part of this chapter talks about how parents can avoid or rather minimize the risk on the children going astray. The key is to be close to the children and be there when they need comfort, love, and guidance. In conclusion, the writer is highly inquisitive, industrious, capable, intelligent, and knowledgeable regarding the current social trends, in particular, the challenges the youth in Kenya and many parts of the world face today. I enjoy reading this book, Pruning the Youngster. Despite being the author's first book, I highly recommend you to get a copy of this book. Find the details below. Thank you.